Hey guys, so let's talk about candlestick charts, what they are, how to read them, and why I prefer them over the typical line chart. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Romel, and on this channel we talk about all things related to finance, investing, and building wealth. We discuss mindsets, strategies, techniques, and resources to help you in your journey to build wealth. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. We produce new content every week. In this video, we'll be discussing what a candlestick is, what the differences are between a candlestick and a line chart, what a green candlestick is, and what a red candlestick is. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is an introduction into candlestick chart reading. This isn't going to be a in-depth comprehensive course related to or a comprehensive video related to chart patterns, but this is just going to be the first of a series of videos relating to candlesticks. All right, so let's start. What is a candlestick? A candlestick is a type of price chart used in technical analysis that displays the highs, lows, open, and closing prices of a security or stock for a certain period. So that's basically what it is. It's a way of showing information relating to the stock price, like they mentioned, the highs, the lows, openings, and closings. The reason candlesticks are important is that they show a lot of information, and it's the beginning stages of reading chart patterns. So for those of you that are looking into stocks and have gone through fundamental analysis and know how to look at stock background, leadership, news, the next thing in this research or progression is doing technical analysis, and candlesticks and candlestick charts are one of the ones that you'll want to know how to read. All right, candlestick chart versus a line chart. What is the difference? So a lot of the more comprehensive brokerages have candlestick charts. Actually, most of them do. Even Robinhood has a candlestick chart function. If you go on your app, you'll see the generic line chart, but they do have the candlestick option. And for those of you that are really serious into trading stocks or really doing your research, I would suggest that you start using that feature. And so the difference between a candlestick and a line chart is that the candlestick shows more information than a line chart. Line chart only shows the highs of the price throughout a specific period, whereas a candlestick shows the highs, the lows, the opens, and the closes. If you look at this example of a line chart, you'll see that it's just one line in green that's basically showing all of the high prices of the stock or security at that certain point. However, if you go to the same chart but enable the candlestick version, you'll see that you now have different colors. You have green candles, you have red candles, and you have varying lengths and dimensions of these candles. We'll go into the differences of what it means, what the green candles are, what the red candles are, and what those lines are above and below the color. If you put them side by side, you can see that they're basically showing the same information from afar, but when you go closer, the candlestick has more data. And that's really the biggest difference, is that it has more data than just showing the high points. All right, so let's talk about what green candlesticks are. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to talk about just green candlesticks and red candlesticks. There is a third one, which is a doji, which I'm not going to be talking about. In another video that I'll be making, I will talk about dojis. But for now, let's just stick with the two most common types of candles, which are green candlesticks and red candlesticks. All right, so here is a breakdown of a candlestick anatomy of a green candle. So the candle indicates that the price of the stock has increased from its opening price. You'll see on the left side, I have a couple things. You have the upper shadow, which is basically a vertical line that extends either above, or that basically extends above the body. And then you have a lower shadow, which is a vertical line that extends downward below the body. The body is comprised of, it's basically the area of the open and closed price. So you can see on the right side, we have a couple of things there. We have the high price, which is the top part of the upper shadow. You have the closed price. So that is the top part of the body. You have the open price, which is the low part of the body, and then you have the low price, which is the bottom part of the lower shadow. It's very confusing, but let's really put this into perspective. So here is an example of a green candle. You'll see here that I've highlighted this candle, and on the Robinhood app, you could see that they have four different metrics on here, or four different pieces of data regarding price. So price O stands for opening. So this opened at $53.08. The high price is $54.61. The low price is $52, and the closing price is $53.72. This is basically what's shown in the green candle that I've highlighted. One thing to note, and one thing that's important, is that the closing price is higher than the opening price, and that's what makes this a green candle. When you have a stock whose price closes higher than it opens, that means that the buyers are basically influencing this candle. So green candles mean that you have a higher closing price than an opening price. All right, now let's talk about red candles. Red candles are similar, with the exception that the price has decreased from its opening price. So you'll see here that the opening price is now at the top of the body, and the closing price is the bottom of the body. This means that the stock has declined in value over the period that it's being measured. All right, and if we look at a Robinhood example again, we will look at this specific candle. So here you'll see the opening price is $54.51, and the closing price is $53.30. So again, what makes the candles red or green is where it goes from the opening price. If it increases in value from the opening price, then it's green. If it decreases in value, then it's red. All right, guys, so that's the gist of how to read candles. Candlesticks are a great way to visualize how the price of a certain security has performed over a certain period. You could see what price it opened at, what price it closed at, and how high and how low the stock went during that time. I'm going to be going into more detail on some of my later videos, talking about trends and some of the indicators or chart patterns that you'll see when starting to read candlesticks. All right, guys, that's what I had for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is just the start of a little micro series I'm doing regarding candlesticks, candlestick reading, analysis, and patterns. So if this is something that you like, feel free to subscribe. I'll do these micro series every now and then. The channel usually talks about stock prices or company analysis. I usually talk about fundamentals, but I think it's important to start to talk about the technical side of looking at stocks. So if you would like to be part of this, feel free to subscribe. Again, we produce new content every week. We're a new and growing channel, so anything you could do to help support us is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to follow me on other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I'll leave links in the description down below. Also, if you're new to investing and don't know where to start, feel free to take a look at my checklist regarding the Essential 7. These are things that I think are important for beginners to look at when trying to figure out whether or not they should invest in a stock or a company. If you know someone that would get value out of this video, feel free to share this with them and let them know that we do have a little micro series coming. It's obviously free because I'm going to post it on YouTube, but it's going to be talking about, probably six or eight patterns to help you understand how a stock might perform. And I'll give you a little breakdown about some bullish, or I guess which patterns are bullish and which are bearish. All right, guys, that's all I have for this video. If you like what you saw, go ahead and smash the like button to let the YouTube algorithm know that you like the content we produce. All right, guys, see you in the next one.